Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Chico Weekly, and this is episode 12 of the series, and it's very late. I know, but I couldn't skip it. I couldn't bring myself to skip it. It's better late than never, even though this is all very, very outdated news. This is gonna be from starting from Sunday, March 19th, all the way through Saturday, March 25th, which was when Cheeto Vera versus Corey Sandhagen took place. So yeah, if you still care about that, then keep watching. But this whole week of MMA and MMA news, not a lot happened. There wasn't a lot that got announced. There wasn't a lot of fights that got announced, but the fights that did get announced were pretty good. So let's get into it. March 19th, Leon Edwards became champion, but that happened on the 18th. I'm pretty sure I talked about that in the last Chico Weekly. So we're gonna skip over that because that did happen on the 18th, at least in my time zone. So the UK time zone, I'm pretty sure it was different. So that was Sunday, even though nothing really happened on Sunday. Sunday, 12 years ago, Shogun John Jones beat Shogun Hua to become the youngest champion in UFC history, light heavyweight championship, and that's pretty cool. So we're gonna move on to Monday, where nothing happened. Also on Monday, nothing in the UFC at least. Um, Nothing happened in the UFC on Monday, so we're gonna skip past that, and This is on Tuesday now. I'm pretty sure nothing got announced on Tuesday either. The poster for this fight did. It's a pretty good poster. Holloway versus Arnold Allen. Very nice poster, even though everybody's already see it. So we're going to move on. March 21st, Monday. Oh, yeah, this is the bout order. Even though this has changed, this is outdated. This is an outdated bout order. Barbosa versus Quarantillo is now the co-main event, and a bunch of other things have changed as well. So Guido versus Garcia is on the main card as well. Gio versus Brown is on the feature prelim. So whole card has been changed around. This is outdated. On Tuesday now. No, this is on Wednesday. Yeah. On Wednesday. Oh, we can't see that. On Wednesday, we finally get a fight. Oh no, not even on Wednesday. This is on Thursday now because it's the 23rd. Thursday, we're finally getting a fight after no fight announcements. Literally nothing got announced. Strawweight bout between Jean Yu Frey and Elise Reed is set to take place at a UFC event on June 3rd. Location TBA. Location is still, even to now, Wednesday, April 12th, unknown, but we do have the main event. I'm pretty sure it's up here. Yeah. Jack Hermanson, number 10. I think it's number 10 at middleweight, versus Brennan Allen, who's number 13, number 12, around that. One of those I forgot, but they're fighting UFC event on June 3rd, and it's the main event. I'm expecting this to be in the Apex. I can't really see this being anywhere else, but so far it's looking to be a pretty okay card, right? So far, and this is a pretty good fight. I talked about it already. If you want to go check out my video about it, yeah, fun fight. Very excited for it. And Brendan Allen now just entered the rankings and is now being a what do you call it? A fight night headliner. So that's pretty cool, honestly. And yeah, Marcel talks about it more here. Also, we got to talk about the roster. One thing in the roster happened. Just one. Augusta Sakai got removed from the roster. He just had a win. He just got me a perfect pick and everything, but got removed from the roster. Pretty sad to see there. Overall in MMA, professional MMA, he was 16-5 with one draw. He was 5-4 in the UFC. UFC heavyweight on a one-fight winning streak. He had just beaten Dontel Mays. Was at one point considered a promising prospect in the heavyweight division after winning his first 4 UFC fights, but then entered a 4-fight losing streak. He has notable wins over Marcin Tybura, who's currently ranked in the top 10 at heavyweight, and Andrei Arlovsky, who is a former heavyweight champion. Very sad to see him go out that way. I'm pretty sure some of his losses consisted of, one of them was Taito Ivasa, one of them was Alistair Overeem, I'm pretty sure. Another one was either Rosenstrike or Dawkins. I forget, but it was a pretty bad losing streak. It was a very, very bad losing streak, but he had another win after that. In my opinion, I think, especially for a heavyweight, because there's been worse losing streaks. Just look at Chase Sherman. Chase Sherman's probably doing them favors, just probably. It's a theory among a lot of fans, and maybe it's true, maybe it's not. I don't know, but 5-4 as a UFC heavyweight, especially someone who's unranked, it's not too bad, honestly. Especially someone who was formerly ranked. His losing streak was against the best in the world, especially at the respective time. At least I saw losses that have aged well, and also had a win after that. It's I don't know, man. I don't know why you would cut him after that. I'd give him 3 more fights just to see where he goes next. But Yeah, it was pretty clear that he wasn't gonna beat a lot of people at the top 15 in heavyweight, unless, bro, I said this. Augusta Sakai versus Blogo Ivanov. I said that. I don't know if they fought. Maybe they have, but Augusta Sakai versus Blogo Ivanov. If that fight hasn't happened, then they should have made that fight happen. If it has happened, then I'm just crazy. So yeah. Also on Tuesday, unless I'm mistaken and nothing else got announced on Tuesday. Oh yeah, this fight. I don't know. This card got rearranged. A lot of the fights got taken off, and also already the card already happened. So you know. Also on Thursday, Daniel Rodriguez versus Ian Machado Gary. That's a really good fight. If Ian Machado Gary wins this fight, that would put him right outside the top 15 of welterweight. That put him next to guys such as Kevin Holland, Ponzinibbio, Li Jingliang, and D-Rod himself. It's like, oof. If he wins that fight, man, Ian Machado Gary, that'd put him right outside the rankings. His next fight would have to be a ranked opponent at that point. Daniel Rodriguez is no slouch. He entered the rankings off of beating Li Jingliang in a split decision, controversial as well, and got taken off the rankings after that, after losing to Neil Magny, and is now fighting Ian Machado Gary. Either one who wins this fight, it would definitely propel them very, very high. And both of them, I think this win would do a lot. This definitely would be the biggest win of their careers. I think, truly, if D-Rod beats Ian Machado Gary, it'd be bigger than him beating Li Jingliang, just because of the nature of that win and also the fact that he got taken off the rankings anyway. So for both these guys, this is the biggest fight of their careers. So we'll see where that goes. It's on a UFC event May 13th. It's a fight night, so you already know it's gonna be main card, maybe even co-main event. Also on Thursday, Arman Tsarukyan versus Renato Moicano. I already made a video about this. This fight was already known that this fight was gonna happen, but it's now official. 2 main events announced for Thursday. You know, just no fights at all for the entire week. All of a sudden on Thursday, straight bangers, straight incredible fights, and main event for April 29th, UFC Vegas 72. Very fun card. Super excited for that card. What else? I think that was it for... Nope. Still going for Thursday. Muhammad Usman, finally. A lot of people thought this guy just won the Ultimate Fighter and then dipped. But he's coming back. He's coming back against Junior Tafa at UFC Vegas 71. Not 72, 71. The week before on April 22nd. That is the undercard of Pavlovich versus Curtis Blades. Ooh. Lot of big name heavyweights on that card, man. A lot of big name heavyweights. Very excited for this fight. Very good fight there. This card also, few updates, even though I'm pretty sure it got updated again afterwards. So yeah, now we're at the 24th. We're in Friday now. Yeah, we're on Friday. Look at this fight. For those who don't know, you'll find out on the night. For those who know, bro, if you know, you know. David Onama versus Hussein Ashkabov is set to take place UFC event on June 3rd. That's a really good fight. That's a really good fight. Super excited for that fight, man. David Onama, if you don't remember, was he was one half of the fight of the night for the Chito Vera versus Dominic Cruz fight night card. And if you don't know, that was his fight with Nate Landwehr, a fight of the year contender. In my opinion, one of the top 5 fights of that year, in my opinion. That fight was incredible. It was amazing. David Onama would have won that fight if he didn't have a very bad gas tank. He did gas out badly, and I mean badly, after the first round, which was arguably a 10-8, and just fight of the night. Arguable fight of the year contender, and against Hussein Ashkabov, right, who fought Jamal Emmers this past February on the Andrade versus Blanchfield undercard. I don't know why I'm going into these fighters, but he was undefeated. He was 23-0 going into that fight. Lost to an 18-6 unranked Jamal Emmers in his first ever UFC fight, and it was pretty clear as well. So who knows? Who knows where this fight's gonna go? Yeah, we're gonna move on to, I don't know if there's any more fights after this. Also, Vinicius Salvador had the Ronaldo cut, which was pretty funny. Yeah, I think this was the final. Not even the final, because Perez versus Manel Kape got taken off, but yeah, up until like Saturday. This was the whole card, the bout order. So this is when Manoa Torres versus Trey Ogden got removed. Also, I'm pretty sure another fight got announced. It was like one more, just one more. There was two more. Jimmy Flick versus Alessandro Costa at a UFC event June 17th. That's a really good flyweight fight right there. Very much looking forward to that one. Also, Joseph Holmes versus Claudio Ribeiro, UFC 288 on May 6th. I'm pretty sure there's one more, though. That's a pretty good fight there, but there's one more. Oh, yeah. This was announced on Saturday. So on the last day, Haley Cowan got a new fight booked, and she's taking on the undefeated LFA champion Jamie Lynn Horth, who is 5-0. April 29th, UFC Vegas 72. Pretty sure that's it for the card. No, because Steven Peterson did retire on the night, and also Donald Cowboy Cerrone inducted into the UFC Hall of Fame on that night. Yeah, nice for sure, man. And Cowboy Cerrone, legend, obviously a legend of the UFC, and now getting the Hall of Fame introduction. It's just that I was meant to talk about this like way long time ago, and I'm only talking about it now. I was like, everybody already knows. Very good induction, very nice for Cowboy there, and he was there as well. He was there in person, so it was very nice. And yeah, he deserves it, man. He deserves it. He's gonna be inducted this July, I'm pretty sure. He's in the class of 2023. I think that's really cool. It's kind of weird because like Anderson Silva, one of the greatest fighters of all time, it took him how long to get inducted into the UFC Hall of Fame? Like close to a decade. But for Cowboy Cerrone, it took less than a year. It's kind of weird how the UFC works with their UFC Hall of Fame stuff. Even with Jens Pulver, like very late, but it is what it is. That all happens for a reason. And Cowboy Cerrone, what's the word? Like deservingly, how do you say like? I don't even know the word, but he deserved it. He got the spot as he should have, and now is in the UFC Hall of Fame. So I think that's really cool. Pretty sure that's it for. Oh yeah, also Daniel Lacerda versus CJ Vergara got fight of the night, which was a very good fight, very good post-fight interview. I recommend this fight heavily. Watch this fight. Also, bout order, it changed up for sure. The bout order was changed up, but yeah, that's it for the week. That's it for the week of March 19th through March 25th. That's it for Chico Weekly episode 12. Yeah, very late, very sad, but also this is Alex Perez's statement for pulling out of the fight. So if you want to read that, pause and read that, you can. Yeah, man. Nice week. Not a lot of fights, but the fights that did get announced were fucking good, man. They were good. And I'll try to come out with Chico Weekly episode 13, which is also late, as soon as possible. So, yeah, be on the lookout for that for sure.